start of the film, he's a little boy, and opening up, there's an intruder in the house, and ends up this bad guy kills his mom, and this bad guy was actually looking for his dad, who is a CIA operative played by Bruce Willis, and that kind of starts the journey for the character. My character wants to follow in the footsteps of Bruce Willis's character and be an infield CIA operative. Now, Bruce, there's a bit of dichotomy there because Bruce saw what happened with the loss of his wife, with my mother, and he has so much regret for it that he does not want his son to be in that same position one day. So he thinks by being a fatherly, protective man and dad, that if he can be a roadblock and not allow his son Harry to be an infield and keep him just at the desk job, that he'll be safe from harm's danger. Um, and so throughout that, my character, he just wants to save lives. You know, he wants to work for the government and he wants to be like his dad. He doesn't realize that his dad's putting these roadblocks in. So every time he's trying to submit, he's doing everything, all the tactical training, sniper school, just everything to be a CIA infield operative. He gets denied one time, two times, three times, four times. It's like ridiculous because he's the head of his class. He's the best, yet he can't make it. And then his dad gets hijacked, gets kidnapped, and Harry takes his own initiative. He goes after his dad. He's like, screw it. If you won't let me be infield, I'm already infield in here. I'm just gonna go. This is family now. I'm gonna go rescue my dad. So there's a lot of bull in the china shop sort of action in there because he's act first, think last, so to speak. I mean, he's very calculative. He's top of class analytics. But as far as him and his teammate Gina Carano, she's playing, what's her character name? It's Harry and, sorry, it's blanking, man. It's been a crazy day. But she's more the straight shooter. Like, we have to do it by the books. And I'm like, all right, fine. Because you're an infield operator, you have to do it by the books. I'm not. I'm rogue, so I can do it whatever way. And we only have 24 hours, so I'm not going to waste time talking this out. And so it's just that's who he is. And he never kills anyone until the very end. Once he gets, the guy who killed his mom, that's kind of his vendetta, and kind of pulls the trigger there. But yeah, he's a really good guy. Well, let me take you back to the Expendable days. So, what a dream to work with all those icons and legends. I mean, it was just such a hoot on set, and I grew up not idolizing the actors because, frankly, I didn't know the actor names. I just knew Rambo, the Terminator, He-Man, Dolph Lundgren. You have Blade in there. You have Puss in Boots, Zorro. You have all those guys. You have Braveheart. So for me, it was really exciting. Now, when I read online that Bruce Willis wasn't going to be in this one, Expendables 3, I was like, where's my John McClane? Where's my Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker? And I was really just something felt missing. So then when Extraction came around, I just really jumped at that opportunity to work with Bruce. So Extraction's kind of my diehard. I felt like I was a McClane, and Bruce was awesome on set. Like, he's so easy to work with, and him and I had such amazing conversations about the characters and his thoughts of it, and then just in life in general, because I know a couple of his daughters. I've known them for a while, so it was just great working with him. It really was. It was easy. Well, my whole life is training. I feel like I grew up with six brothers, one sister, so there were six boys in the house at one time, and it was just constant fighting for your life, like for food, for bathroom time, for the toothbrush, for a pillow to sleep with. Um, yeah, they gave me the thick skin, and that's why I love action movies. I live a pretty fearful life, and I'm an adventure action junkie. But for this movie, that's the great thing about action movies. I love action movies because I'm a very physical guy. I love just being active. But action movies, you're always working with a new team or a new script that allows you to drive cars faster, flip cars different, fly with a motorcycle, fight in a helicopter, fight with swords or guns or knives or horses, whatever it is. It's always new. It's always different. It's always fun because that's like a new strength I get to add to it. For me, the thing I was really excited about for this one was the bathroom scene. If you watch the movie, it's about halfway through, and I'm not critical of my work. Like I love what I do. I don't have to watch my stuff, and I'm not one of those who's like, "Hey guys, let's throw a party. Let's watch my movies." Like I don't. If I watch it, great. If it's on TV and someone wants to watch it, cool. Like I usually don't. I want to kind of rewatch my movies and laugh at how much I've grown as an actor, and also like the little boy I was when I started. But you work on a movie so much, you live and breathe it, that it replays in your head over and over again. It's like you watch the movie 30 times. But for me, the bathroom scene, I felt very much like Matt Damon and Jason Bourne, like working with the knife fights and the fluid like snaps and breaks. I was impressed when I watched the movie. I remember watching it, and I hadn't seen the scene yet, and I'm like on the edge of my seat, just like, oh, that looked good. Yeah. And that's what it's fun when I can get excited about stuff that I do and not see me in it, but just recognize the hard work that the fight choreographers put together. And it was cool because we had toilet water flying around, and then the knife placements and breaks and takes. So that was really cool. I really got to learn that stuff. Yes, all the time. And again, like I said, I have thick skin. I've never broken a bone in my life, and I've done a lot of crazy action scenes and then crazy, crazy Kellen life stuff. But thank God I haven't broken anything. In that movie, I mean, there's been so many movies where I have no tattoos because I have enough scars from all the stunts that I do, and those are my tattoos, and those tell stories. But for that one, Extraction, mm, 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 nothing, nothing super crazy like some of the other ones I've done. I mean, there was one time when Dan Bilzerian, we're in the van scene and he's punched me, and you have to time it really well. Now Dan's a fighter, and what I've learned with fighters is that when you say, because you can do cheats with the camera, so you don't have to be 100% all the time, because a lot of times the camera it just looks blurry. So a lot of times you say 70%, so you have to time it. So as he's punching, I'm whipping my head back. Well, it happens every time. When someone's more known for like fighting than acting, their 70% goes to 110. So he's like, boom, boom. And I'm like trying to keep up with him, and it looks great. And then the third one, I was just like, by the time I came back, he hit me. And I'm going back. I'm like, oh. So he really clocked me there. And then the next scene, I didn't mean to do it. But again, he's more a fighter than an actor. So like I was kicking my boot to his head, and he kind of came too close to me. Like you need to know your boundary, your line, so you never come that far. Well, let's just say his head met my foot, so I kind of got him back. So yeah, it's that's the only time I really got hurt in that one.